When arriving, the most convenient parking is in the Communal Street car park, which is located on this street just here. To access the car park, just drive through this way, and the car park is open Monday to Saturday 7 AM to midnight and Sundays 10 AM to midnight, so just make sure that aligns with your plans. And if you just drive up through here, you'll access the car park. And the charges for parking is £12 for 24 hours. Just here. And you enter the car park down through here. And when exiting the car park, if you come out this side of the building, just at the back of the concert hall, just down here, if you follow this path, we're only a few minutes walk to the apartments. This is the most convenient place to park. And if you follow the path just around the concert hall, we'll get to the apartment in just a moment. And to get to the apartment, there's two different ways you can go. The main building just in front of you just here, this is the apartment building. So you can either go up the lane on the right hand side, just located just here. You can follow this path up, or you can follow the road up to the left hand side here, and you'll get to George Street. And welcome to the apartment. And when arriving on George Street, easiest way to unload your luggage, if you stop in one of the spaces on this street, and if you put your free ticket on for 15 minutes, then take the luggage up to the apartment and then go park somewhere long term. This street is Monday to Saturday 8 AM to 6 PM, and the traffic wardens do monitor it closely. Maximum stay is an hour, so please bear that in mind. So drop off your luggage for either the free 15 minutes or pay for an hour, take your luggage up, then go park in one of the multi-stories. And when arriving to the property, the main door is just here, number 56, to this building just here. And the key safe for the apartment is just located just here to the left of the door. Simply pull down the cover and then pull this little switch down to reset. Now enter the code that we provided. And then take the dial just here, turn clockwise, which releases the key. And then pop the cover back up and turn left anti-clockwise and just check that it's locked behind you, and then pop the cover back up. You then want to take this key just here and pop it into the door, just like this, and then just turn to the right and then push this door open. The apartment is the top floor on the penthouse, and there is 72 steps. And when you get to the top, it's worth the climb. The views out to the city centre are lovely. And our door is number 7, just located here. And to enter the apartment, take this key and just turn to the left anti-clockwise. And welcome to the apartment. To lock the door from inside, just take the same key again, pop into the lock and turn left anti-clockwise to lock the door. which secures the door. And when you first come in, we have a little storage box to put some keys, some coat rack, and shoe storage for you. We also have our hoover and our mop. We've also got our tumble dryer just at the front. To use the tumble dryer, the power socket is just on the right hand side, and you press the on button just here, which brings on the machine. Now before use, if you take the handle here, pull the door open, and if you remove the lint section just here, and if you open up the lint, and if you can just scrape any remaining out, then return the filter into place and push down and close the door. You then want to choose your cycle that you'd like. Once you've chosen a cycle and you're happy, press the start button just here, which starts the machine. And to pause the machine, press this button again, and when finished, just click and hold the off button just for a few seconds until it says off. After use, if you could please pull the straw out, and it comes all the way out. This is a condenser tumble dryer, so it does have some water in this after use. Just take this carefully to the bathroom and just pour the water out of this section. Then when you come back, just slide it back into the container. If you could please take off your shoes just before entering the apartment, just for our neighbours. And welcome to the apartment. This is our living room. Lovely views of the concert hall. And looking out towards the city centre. For the windows throughout the property, we do have little child locks and safety guards here. Just please make sure that these are left in this position. We have a lock just here, so this is in the lock position, so it'll stop the window opening. Just turn this around to the side, and then this allows you to open the window with the handles just underneath, and that stops the window opening too far and you can get some fresh air. To close, just push back down, and to lock, you can just switch this back into this position just here. We have a smart television in the apartment. If you take the remote, just press the top left button to bring on the telly. If you then press the home button just here, press this, and it brings up the main menu. You can then use the arrows to scroll through the different options. We've got Netflix included in the apartment, so if you scroll into Netflix, press the enter button, it'll load Netflix, and this is included in your stay. So there's no need to sign in when you come, it's already here for you. And feel free to just select into Juniper Rentals with this button and enjoy. To go back to the home menu, press the wee house symbol, and then you can use the wee arrows here and you can scroll through to any of the other apps. Any of the other apps you'd like to sign into, feel free, just remember to sign out when you depart. For iPlayer you can get the live TV channels for BBC One and etc. STV player and ITV player and Channel 4 and Channel 5. We do also have Freeview if you belong to the Samsung TV Plus, and just press the enter button. This brings up the available Freeview channels. Just press the guide button just here and then just use the arrows to scroll to find a channel that you'd like. Once you've found one that you'd like, press the enter button, and then when you're finished, you can either press the home to go back, or when you're finished, press the off button on the top left. For the television power, the socket just here is for the TV power. Just please leave this on, don't turn it off. Then likewise, please don't touch this plug here. This is for the electric radiator. Don't make any adjustments by turning the radiator off by putting this off. Make any of the adjustments on this little section just here. If you are too warm and you want to turn the radiator off completely, just press this little button and the power goes off. Please don't turn the power off at the wall. And then to turn this back on, just press the little button just here. The Wi-Fi in the apartment is very fast. It's around about 70 megabytes per second that you get, so it's very quick. The router is just here in the bookshelf. If there is any problems with this, you can press the power off at the back and then leave it a couple of minutes, then pop it back on. You shouldn't need to do this, however, in the event if it's not working, then that's what you would do. We have our guest information book for you, and we've got an easy way to get onto the Wi-Fi, so just simply scan the QR code when you arrive and that'll take you straight onto the network. We've also got our welcome basket with teas, coffees, some milk sachets and some oil for you arriving, and into our kitchen. We have a Nespresso machine for you, and in the cupboard just here we have some coffee pods for during your stay. To work the machine, you press this button just here for a large cup and this button here for a small cup, and you just simply lift this up, and to use the machine you simply put the pod in the same shape into this little hole, and then just gently but firmly pull this back down, and then you press one of the buttons. To refill the water container at the back, you take the container here and you pull out towards the wall, and then just lift up gently off the back. Then lift this lid, fill it with water, and then you want to place it back onto the back into position, and then just pull towards the machine until you hear a wee click. For our kettle, it's just a little button just at the side to activate, and then our toaster just here. You want to use this little dial to adjust the time duration. Over to the left, the smaller the numbers, the smaller the duration, and the higher the numbers, the higher the duration. And to activate, just simply push down. To cancel, press this button. The power sockets for the toaster and the kettle and the coffee machine are just here. Our extractor fan. The light control is just on this little button, so just push this button and the light comes on, and likewise push it again to make the lights go off. The fan main power is this button, so the highest setting, medium, low, and then to put the fan off, this button just here. For the cooker, please ensure this little switch is just left on, please. And then each of the icons just here, so you've got your bottom left, bottom right, top left and top right. To make the bottom left one work, just simply turn this dial round and you'll see it warms up quickly. And then to turn it off, just back to 0 please. Just underneath we have our oven. To use the oven you can push the little dials in. For the oven, you want to turn this dial round once to the right, to this is the fan oven section, and then take the little dial here, turn it round to the temperature that you'd like. Once it achieves this temperature, this light goes off to show that it's ready, and then just simply pull open and push closed. And when you're finished, just turn round back to the top on both dials please. Our microwave just simply pulls open and pushes closed, to set a manual time on this, you want to take the dial here and turn to the left anti-clockwise just once, and then you can turn clockwise around to any time that you'd like, so 1:30 for example. Then press the start button just here, which starts. If you want to check your food, press the stop button, and then you can check your food, and then to restart, this button. If you want to cancel it completely, press this button here once, and then once again. You can do an automatic 30 seconds by pressing this button, and then you can press this multiple times to add more time, and again just cancel twice. We have our freezer just in this section here, and we have our fridge just here for you. Freezer. We have our washing machine in the kitchen. To use this, just press the on button just here, and then you'll see the wee icons light up. You then want to take this dial just here, change to any setting that you'd like, and when you're ready, press the start button just here. You simply pull this drawer open just here, and your fabric softener in this section, and your main detergent in this section. And then just close the drawer, and then you're ready to press the start button. And to put it off, you simply push this button, and you see it goes off. For the hot water, it's the tap on the left hand side, just simply pull this down towards you, and the cold water on the right hand side, just again pull towards you. I've got some lovely sea kelp soap throughout the property for you, and just underneath we have some cleaning products for you to use along with our fire extinguisher. We've also got our fire blanket just for health and safety. The hot water is controlled by our hot water immersion tank. Just please leave this on all times. This is for the water heater. Just make sure that stays on throughout your stay, and you'll have hot water on demand. Our general waste is just in this bin, and the light switch for the kitchen just here. Turns it on, and into our bedroom. A lovely double bed for you, which is very comfortable, along with some Richard Hayworth linen and towels. We have some wardrobe space for you to use, with an iron, some drawers, a little ironing board, and some hanging space. We've also got a wee vanity unit for you to use, and just in this drawer just here you'll find our hairdryer. The heating throughout the property is all controlled in the same way. They're all electric radiators. To use the radiator, you take this little dial just here, and simply to put the heating up, just press this button just here, and you'll see that temperature goes up. You need to make sure that this little icon is showing as a sunshine. Reduce power, simply press the button on the right hand side. Put it off just here, and leave them on at the wall, please. If for instance the little sunshine isn't showing, press the wee button just at the bottom, just the wee tick button, which cycles through. So if it's in the wrong setting, just press it until you get to the sunshine symbol, and then just turn to adjust. And if you are wanting it lower, just press it down to the bottom, which is the minimum temperature. We have a bed set light for you, which is just controlled just here, and the lights for the bedroom just here. For the lamp in the living room, it's just a little floor press just here. and the main light switch just here for the lights. And through into our bathroom. For the bathroom, the lights are just activated just here. Turn this off and the fan goes off as well, and then pop it back on and the fan comes on. For the electric towel rail, just here, this is controlled just with this button. So if you want the electric radiator on, just press this button and the towel rail comes on. If you do want it off, just press it off. And into our bathroom. And for hot water from the sink, you want to turn to the left and then just lift up and the hot water comes on. And likewise for the cold, just over to this section and then lift up. In the cupboard in here we have our first aid kit. There's some hanging space behind the door for you, and into our shower. We have an overhead shower and handheld shower, and we've got our lovely Sea Kelp shampoo for you as well. For the controls for the shower, the main on button is just this one just here. Press this and it activates. The middle dial just here is for the temperature. Turn round clockwise for hot and anti-clockwise for cold. Just make small adjustments as it does change quickly. The top section here is for the power. Just turn this to increase the power or reduce. Then to switch between the handheld and the overhead shower, you just have this little dial just here. Just simply turn this dial around, which turns the water from each of the outlets. And simply close the door. Coming out of the bathroom, light switch just here. And the hall light is just controlled with this little button just here, which turns this light on and off. We've also got our intercom if you've got guests joining you. If you do want some privacy and you don't want the buzzer to ring, you can switch this down and it won't ring. If you just leave it up, if the buzzer goes off, just simply lift to speak to anyone at the main door, and then to allow access just click and hold this button which opens the door. Just here we have our trip switch cupboard. So if you open this lid up just here, then you can see that all these are in the correct position just now. If anything is in the incorrect position, it'll be pointing down. Just simply flick it back up. If it is continuing to be a problem, just give us a wee message or a call and we're happy to help. Again, the radiator in the hallway, please leave it on at the wall and just make any adjustments off the little sensor just here. If you do want the power off, you can press this little button and it turns the display off, and then you can turn it back on with this button, and then you can adjust the temperature with the little icons. When departing, just unlock the door and take the key with you, and the light switch just here to turn the hall light off. And take the same key into the door and just turn to the right clockwise, which locks the door. Then back down the stairs. And when exiting onto the street, then push this button just here and pull the door at the same time. And when you're checking out, just the same as on arrival, if you can please return the keys, and then just take the dial just here, slide this down, then enter the code we've provided. And once you've entered the code, take the dial turn right to the clockwise, then just open this little section here and then return the keys. And once you've put the keys back, just take the safe, just push this back up and turn round to the left, and then just please check that it's locked behind you and close the lid. If you have any general waste that you need to dispose of during your stay, the main bins are just down this alley. And any of these 3 bins at the end, please feel free to use for your general waste. Thank you for staying with us at Juniper Rentals. We hope you had a lovely stay, and we hope to welcome you back soon.